right, we're getting ready now to bend a piece of Torrified Figured Maple. Now, this is kind of what I'm bending. I'm bending the other side. So I have my typical slat, wet paper, wood, wet paper, slat, blanket. So you can see the whole process because this is a figured piece of wood. I'm going to bend a little bit normally I'm going to bend differently than I normally do. Here we go. I'm going to set up my cutaway, or I'm going to set up the standard side. Goes in here. Friendly friction. I put on hold down. This is very important. I'm going to turn the heat on. I set the controller to full at this point because I want all of the heat to come in. All right, I have my my thermometer is going to go between the top slat and the blanket. I put a little bit of weight on here. The weight here is probably between 2 and 3 pounds. And I'm going to record the whole process. We should be done in about 4 minutes. So, everything's cooking. I have my weights on here. Oh yeah, I forgot to put that in there. And this happens to be an LOO. We are already at about 125 degrees. I'm not going to rush this because this is torrified. This is also torrified. So, I've never bent torrified wood before. And I brought my waste coil down about halfway. I'm going to do the lower bout and then the upper bout. So, we are cooking. We've got some heat coming in here. 160. We now have about 1 minute into the bending process. We're up to 180. I can feel the heat coming in. I'm not rushing anything. Get my hold down ready to fly here. We're at 200 degrees. We're about 1.5 minutes in. Usually it'll take about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes for this to get to temperature. The amount of moisture that I used would be typical as far as I'm gently damping it. I'm not saturating. I don't want to saturate it. So we're already at 215 degrees. The heat's here. I'm at 220. And it actually seems to be more bendable than I had expected it to be. Because usually the torrified woods are usually a bit more dry. So we can see this is actually getting pretty good to go. Good, I'm at 230 degrees. When I see 250, I'm going to set this up, but it's going to work. I'm happy to say. Yep. Now, there we go. And you see, I just don't slap her down. I take my time with the bend. Okay. It's doing decent. I'm at 250, which is tolerable. I can see steam coming out of here, which is nice. And there we go. I'm almost down. There we are. 275 degrees. So, the thickness of this was 0.075 of an inch. Started bending in the 220, 240 range, 250 range, 275. I am going to take the heat up to about 300 degrees and then I'm going to let it cool down. So, you'll see the final result shortly.